I'm Martha Wilkes Harrison at the Brigham Hypnosis Center. I'm going to explain to you the theory of the mind, how the mind works, and how hypnosis works. This circle represents the mind. There are two parts to it. We have a conscious mind and we have a subconscious mind. The consciousness is the smaller part, but this is what you know that you know. This part of you wants to lose weight, stop smoking, overcome some habits. But it's only 10%. It's only 10% of you. The other 90% here is referred to as the subconscious, the unconscious, or the inner mind. It operates identically to a computer. In fact, it was the first computer. When they invented these machines we're using, they were trying to build a machine that could do what the human brain and central nervous system do, and that is to store data. So this part of us has been storing the data of our lives ever since we were born. Everything's in there. The good, the bad, the ugly. Everything we've ever experienced. And from those experiences, we've developed a belief system represented by the double line because it's part conscious, but it's heavily influenced by the subconscious. And that becomes the reality under which we operate. It's like we are the sum total of our life's experiences. And even more accurate, we're the sum total of our perception of those experiences. A young child will take in a thought or an idea about himself or herself. They get those impressions from the authority figures in their lives. Authority figures obviously are their parents, school teachers, grandparents. Older siblings are often overlooked, but they are most definitely authority figures. It's anyone the child looks up to, including their peers. These people literally have the ability to program the child. The problems arise because none of these people are perfect, and some are a lot less perfect than others. But even those who love us often get upset, they get angry, and they say things they don't really mean. Well, children are very literal. And they begin to adopt the negative labeling. The common ideas they adopt are that I'm dumb, stupid, ugly, fat, lazy, worthless, powerless, and the list could go on. But the point is, it's a thought the child has taken in because of what somebody has said or done. That thought travels through the conscious mind. There's nothing in a young belief system to kick it back out. There's nothing there to say, Johnny, you're a smart little boy. That teacher should have been an Army drill sergeant. So the thought continues into the subconscious mind where it is greatly amplified. Even some 2,500%, which is the learning rate of a small child over you and I. So in comes the negative thought. It is amplified through that child's previous experience or memory. Then the imagination picks it up and runs with it. That I'm dumb, stupid, ugly, worthless, lazy, whatever it might be. At that point, this thought becomes identical to a tiny electrical impulse hitting the brain and the central nervous system. And it does literally create a neurochemical response in the body. And we call that energy in motion, emotion. It's a feeling now. The child feels this. And the feeling motivates behavior. And the child will begin to do whatever it takes, again and again, reinforcing it until it's a solid part of his belief system. Once Johnny believes he's dumb, he will learn very effectively how not to learn. If Mary believes herself worthless, as an adult she may get in one bad relationship after another, thus creating the old familiar feeling of worthlessness. So what we have here is cause to effect. Because it's tracked in the central nervous system, we can go backwards. We can take any behavior someone's struggling with, find out what emotions surround the behavior, and the feelings will literally lead us to an initial sensitizing event when the child first bought into whatever they've bought into. Let's say Mary has come here with the behavior of eating incorrectly, and she's overweight. So she's come to lose weight. The feelings that she associates with her being overweight are she feels guilty, ashamed, powerless. The harder she's tried to do this, the more she's failed. These feelings then lead us back here to an initial sensitizing event. Let's say she's 6 years old. Her cousins are over visiting for the weekend, and her one cousin's 8. She's really mean, and she's jealous of this little girl. Shoves her down, tells her she's ugly, got a funny looking nose. Actually, kind of a painful experience for Mary. So we don't linger very long there. We bring her back out here to be the adult she is today, to consciously assess what really was going on. As she looks back at this, it's like this is so vivid, she could describe the wallpaper on the walls. She can also describe this little girl, and I have her do that. Describe the little girl to me. She can tell me how her hair's fixed, what she's wearing. It's easy for her to see what's really going on there too with her adult eyes. So she assigns the shame out here to that other cousin where it belongs. It's her observation that this little girl is a darling little girl. That she is tiny and petite. She knows the girl's future, so she knows all the things that she's going to accomplish over these years. And she finds her to be lovable and acceptable to her. And this process we call timeline therapy or age regression allows this adult to pretty much knock the BS out of their belief system. And the BS is simply anything they have bought into over the years. With that gone, it changes the reality. And she no longer needs that negative behavior to reinforce old feelings that simply do not apply anymore. And then she's free to be who she was born to be. So I'm going to take away some of this in order to add some very empowering principles.
Time.
Okay.